Good morning, New Iberia. So I just got this new system for my miter saw for making multiple cuts. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put this together. It's from Kreg. You see Kreg right there, because right there there's a sticker covering it, and it is. I'm looking for a model number. It is, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, so it is the KMS8000 by Kreg. So I'll show you how it all goes together. I know it has a couple of stops on it. It's got two rolls that go on either side of my miter saw, but I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out. Okay, so there's my tracks on top. Here's my different flip stops. And underneath here is my hardware. And probably the most important part, my metal rules, which some of you may call rulers, but I think the correct term is to call them rules. So I should have a right and a left, and they've got adhesive backing. So I hope when I put this on, it makes me much more efficient and productive. I had a good system, it just wore out. So here was a system that I had, which I think came from Rockler. The cursor fell off of this thing, so I couldn't put it on, like, say, 18 7/8. So I tried bought a new tape, but it was too wide for the old system. I got so aggravated, I popped one of my brakes on my saw stop on my table saw. And that night I just went home and decided I'm done with this old one. I just want to start over from scratch. And I hope that the Kreg one is the one that's going to give me what I need, and I hope it lasts for at least a few years. This one, my old one, lasted a good, I'd say about 5 years. So I believe it was a good purchase. I'm not disappointed in it or anything. So anyway, I'm going to get started with the new one in a few minutes. Okay, so if you can hear me, I'm just going to put it on time elapse, and I'm going to take off the old one. The only bad thing about this is the holes to screw it to my little fence back here are non-existent. So in other words, we got to drill little pilot holes and we got to screw it in place, which is no big deal. I just assumed it would have come with pre-drilled already, but I guess so it can be used for different applications. I'll just have to take care of that part myself. So I'm going to use a little small drill bit. I'm just going to put some holes on the back side, and I'm going to come over here. And I'm gonna have to get back here, and I'm gonna have to screw it to the fence this way. No big deal. Okay, so here we are, pre-drilling our little holes. While Ben's doing that, I'm gonna start putting the first pieces on. We're gonna use all 4 pieces to the left, which means we'll have a capacity of 8 feet to set our stop block. So in other words, we could cut something longer than 8 feet, but we can cut something up to 8 feet with the rule being on here, if that makes sense. My last one, I think, only went up to 4 foot. And again, it worked for 5 years, so this is just a little upgrade, a little bit nicer. Okay, so now that we have them all pre-drilled, we're just screwing them to the back of my fence. Yeah, it came with some screws too. If I have to, I'll get back there. No, I'm good.
badly cut.
You just gotta point it at it.
I got it almost on it, shit.
Yeah, I know that thing.
We'll sit on the way for
Push hard.
I was really thinking of shit with prejudice. Like your life.
That's pretty fucking nice, right there. Damn, looks like it's in. Oh, this that.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to put the flip stops together. There's these little grommets, which I've put in here on both sides. Then there's the flip stop, so more grommets go in both sides.
Right, right.
Keep this straight.
There's two. So we come in.
Yeah, it took me like 3 days.
There's a washer, so I put both grommets that come with the pad.
You put it on
Let me get closer so you can see. So it came with these little black grommets.
Y'all need to fill it.
Okay, now you can see them. So I just push them in place. This one needs to get pushed in further. I bet you there's a tab on it. So I'm trying to, yep. So there's a little raised piece of plastic on here. So that goes in this channel so that it lines up right. Now I gotta check this one because I don't know if I had this one like that. I don't think I did. There's the raised piece. So I'll put the raised piece like that. I'll put the raised piece
Like that.
like so. And then I have these two little washers. So I put a washer on, I already put a washer on my bolt. So I take that, slide it through the flip stop. Then I already put both of these rubber grommets in this one. And I did that one right, and I wasn't even paying attention, but the little raised part goes in that little opening. So I need another washer right here, which is here. That's to help it swivel. This goes on here, and then we just got this handy little wing nut kind of thing. Or not?
No, no.
Okay. There must be another one. Yeah, but something's got to go here. Oh, didn't see it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so threaded nut. My band-aid's falling off.
Put that Band-Aid on, boy.
Okay. He was talking to me. Alright, let's get some wrenches so we can get this to right.
Come on, Paul.
I'm calling that 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch, okay. So the other side will probably be 1/2 inch too. So here's my 1/2 inches.
You ready?
Oh yeah, I thought it was on. It, I'm gonna snug it up real tight and then I'm gonna back it off just a little bit. The reason I got it tight and I'm backing it off is because I don't want slop in it. I want it to work as it's supposed to work. Okay, I think we're good. So now I just gotta put this. No? How do you figure? So this has to stay in, this has to flip up. Oh look, I got this upside down. Oh, so this is for the other one. Okay. But this is on backwards anyway, so I gotta redo it. Fun stuff.
You don't need to run it.
Man, are you sure that's the way the bolt is supposed to go?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me look at it right here.
Yep.
Oh.
This goes like this. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
No.
In the picture they have it the other way. I don't think it really matters one way or
No, they
another.
have it that way.
Well, the nuts on this side. I don't think it matters though.
I don't think it matters.
But let's do it the way they got it in the picture. That way we might not be seeing something. Here's my room. Nobody wants to see us talking. Alright, we have it slightly backwards. Now we got it. We gotta watch Ben. Alright, that's it. So if you can see, there is literally a little bit of slop in that, which we don't want.
No, we don't want none of that.
Okay, now there is absolutely no slop. So this is gonna go.
Wait.
Cursor, yeah, I'll dial this in later. I think we probably should put the tape on it before we do anything. The rule.
Yeah. Just put it on for now. No, I mean you can adjust it later.
So
That way you don't have to take it back off to put it on.
yeah, I'm just wondering why this is giving me so much trouble. I got butterfingers.
You can adjust it
And
later.
so, yeah, the cool thing about this is, if I don't get my measurement exactly right, this is my adjustment by loosening this screw. I don't know if you can see that little cursor, but there is a little red cursor right there. So I should be able to move that cursor. Looks like 1/4 inch on both sides, maybe 3/8 of an inch. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so this is the graduated rule. This is the one for the right-hand side, which I'm not using. So we're gonna put this one up. But it did come with one for the left too. But this is how we get our measurements. This is what you lock the cursor down, you put the flip stop, or actually you put the cursor where you want it, like say 4 3/16, and then you just flip the flip stop down, and everything you cut will be exactly that length.
You use the plexiglass in the front.
Oh.
Not the wall through right there. I make a frame, put a plexiglass in.
So anyway, we're about to take the one that's for the left-hand side, and we're gonna adhere it to the top. So I'm gonna turn this off for a few seconds.
Good enough.
Oops, wrong way. Okay, so last week I marked where my 20 inches is gonna be in the rule. This being the rule. So as long as I put 20 inches right on that line, I'm close enough in the ballpark to where I can use that adjustable cursor that came with the flip stop. And then I'll be able to set this exactly to what we want to cut every single time.
Sure.
One right now is very carefully applying the rule. So I lined up my mark from 20. Well, my mark down here, it doesn't have to be exact because again, I have a cursor that's adjustable. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go all the way down. We got almost 9 feet. Okay, so now we got our tape on here. So we're pretty much done. So believe it or not, we actually look behind you. So believe it or not, we actually have 9 feet we can use, which in cabinet making is really, really long. Like we won't use the whole 9 feet very often. Yep.
Yeah, but it's there's 7, 8. You had 9?
Yep.
9 feet. God damn.
So the only problem I'm running into is the flip stop is barely touching. I call this thing my chicken coop, which catches all my sawdust from my miter saw. So what I'm gonna do is take my oscillating tool and I'm just gonna cut in and I'm gonna cut down all the way through that, just enough to where the flip stop doesn't hit. We can get it past it, but it's just more of an annoyance than anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. This is where I come when I've been bad. Daddy, can I please leave?
No, stay in there, boy. Stay in there.
We got it all set up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it at what length do you need, Ben? You need it right at 30?
Right at 30.
So let's take a scrap and just put it at a random number and we'll measure it. So I'm gonna put it at 19 and, I'm sorry, I still never notched this out. I am gonna put it at,
Oh, you're gonna put it right there, huh?
yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna put it at 15 3/16. So, and then we'll measure it with our tape measures to make sure it's exactly right. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Okay, it's 15 3/16. Okay, go ahead and cut that and see it. Let's measure it. Where's my tape measure?
Would you have that?
15.
15 3/16.
On the money. Okay, so now we shouldn't have to worry about that for another 5 years, I hope. Okay, so one last time I'm gonna explain what we did. We just set up a system for cutting repeat cuts of the same length using this Kreg precision track and stop system. And it is model number, I got my fans on in here, it's hot in Louisiana. This is model number KMS8000. So there you go, it was very, very simple.